Tonight's stories aren't just unsettling, they're the kind that make you question what you just saw. We're looking at the most disturbing incidents ever caught on screen, so let's get into it. We have to start with the 1996 Björk stalking incident. If you don't know, Björk is an Icelandic singer, songwriter, producer, actress, and cultural icon, so it sadly makes sense that a crazy person would want to stalk her. Now let's watch.
Let's talk about Björk.
This incident is so scary, and I'm just glad Björk is okay and took the time away that she needed after being stalked by such a disturbed person. Alright, now let's move on to the 1989 Joanna Lopez broadcast incident.
In 1989, late at night, Chicago's WMAQ-TV suddenly aired a black and white missing person slide with the name Joanna Lopez, a blurry photo, and a phone number. No voiceover, no context, just silence. Viewers were confused, and when they called the number, many claimed they got no answer. Stranger still, the exact same slide appeared again in 1991 for just a few seconds before disappearing. But here's where it gets truly creepy. There's no record of Joanna Lopez anywhere, no missing person reports, no police files, nothing. It's as if she never existed. Some people believe it was a broadcast error, a forgotten Jane Doe, or even a secret message that accidentally went public. To this day, the Joanna Lopez incident remains one of the weirdest unsolved mysteries in television history, and no one knows the truth.
This one is wild. It's crazy how no one has any real information. Like, what do you mean? Some people aren't even sure if she ever existed. That's way too strange. And something deeply disturbing is going on here. I hope we get more information soon, even though this happened a long time ago. The 2007 incident of 16-year-old gamer boy Daniel Petrick is one of the worst events that has ever happened over a video game. Something so silly and meaningless in the end. But this TikTok does a great job at explaining what happened and showing how it all went down. Let's watch.
In 2007, a 16-year-old named Daniel Petrick from Wellington, Ohio, committed a shocking crime. Here's how it all happened. Daniel Petrick was a passionate gamer, especially obsessed with the violent video game Halo 3. But his parents, worried about the influence of violent games, decided to intervene. In November of 2007, Daniel's parents took Halo 3 away from him as punishment, believing it was negatively affecting his behavior. Daniel didn't take it well at all. Furious over losing his game, Daniel grabbed his father's gun, shot his mother, Suzanne, and severely injured his father, Mark. But instead of telling the truth, Daniel called 911, claiming an intruder had broken into their home. Investigators soon discovered the truth. Daniel was the shooter. His motive? Anger over losing his game, and a violent outburst that cost his mother her life and left his father critically injured. In 2009, Daniel was convicted of murder and attempted murder. He was sentenced to 23 years to life in prison for killing his mother and nearly killing his father.
How could someone ever do this over a video game? I'm so glad his dad is okay, but I feel terrible for the mum. May she rest in peace. Now, let's watch something that happened around the same time as the Gamer Boy incident, but it took place a year earlier, in 2006. It's known as the 2006 volleyball incident. The strangest part is that we don't even fully know what the incident really was. Let's watch this TikTok for more context.
The 2006 volleyball incident is one of the more weirder conspiracy theory rabbit holes that I've kind of gone down in recent memory. So here's your trigger warning now, and I gotta kind of dance around some of the word language here, mostly so this video doesn't get taken down. So this whole conspiracy theory revolves around a volley game back in 2006, located somewhere in like South Dakota or maybe Nebraska, where there was this mass unaliving during the game. It kind of has like a little bit of a Mandela effect going on. Some people remember hearing about it, but there's like barely any record of it actually existing. The only evidence that was ever out there was apparently from this home video, and there are a couple screen grabs from the home video that are allegedly from that incident. Now there's a lot of theories out there, a lot of different rabbit holes like on Reddit and 4chan and places that you can look. But I find it very weird that there's specifically about something with this intense, heavy subject matter, you know? Like, yeah, I know this was back in 2006, but obviously there would have been some type of record of something horrific like this happening. What's so weird about this is that we don't really know anything that happened. Some people were even going as far as saying that this was some type of hit job that went horribly wrong. Honestly, I don't really know what to think about this one specifically. I mean, if an event like this actually happened back in 2006 in some of the states and we don't know about it or there's no record of it, it's very bizarre. But hey, that's the internet for you. What do you guys think?
It's crazy that this incident is almost like a conspiracy theory, because we only have pictures from the tragic event. Isn't that strange? What do you think, guys? Was it a hitman? And why are there no official records? Now, let's talk about the Elisa Lam elevator incident. This one is super strange. Let's watch.
Let's talk about
Elisa Lam incident.
Elisa Lam was known for behaving strangely in the elevator. She has strict parents who sometimes wouldn't let her travel alone or without them. But one day, she was thrilled to be able to travel to downtown Los Angeles by herself. She arrived in Los Angeles on January 26, 2013, and checked into the Cecil Hotel on January 28. On January 31, 2013, she disappeared from the hotel. Her parents were worried and tried to contact her, but couldn't reach her. They reported her missing, but there was no sign of her for weeks. Meanwhile, guests at the Cecil Hotel started complaining about the water being black and having an unusual taste. The hotel staff investigated, and on February 19, 2013, they found Elisa Lam's body was found floating in the hotel's water tank on the roof. There were no signs of trauma, and the initial conclusion was an accidental death. However, footage from the hotel elevator showed Elisa acting strangely. She was pressing multiple buttons and seemed disoriented and distressed. This strange behavior added to the mystery surrounding her disappearance. Some people believed she was playing a game, while others thought she might be hiding from someone or being chased. We may never know why she acted that way. Stay safe.
This is so disturbing. I feel so bad for her. However, she got into that water tank. It's heartbreaking. May she rest in peace. Now, this next incident is so sad. It's called the sacrifice.
Let's talk about sacrifice. I advise sensitive people not to watch this video. In this disgusting video, you can see how a man dressed in a suit is tied to a tree, and a man in black with a machete starts brutally. You probably understand. At the end of the video, you can see that the man's head is no longer where it should be.
Of course, we can't show the very disturbing footage because the imagery is just too horrible, but I truly wish this man peace now that it's all over. This incident is one of the worst ones we've ever covered so far. Now, let's watch the face split incident.
Let's talk about
The face split incident.
The face split incident took place in Spain back in 2009. It all started when two brothers were swimming in the ocean and decided to jump off a cliff. The first brother jumped perfectly and landed safely in the water without injuries. Then it was the second brother's turn. He was ready to jump, but when he did, he landed on a concrete slab, splitting his face open. He then fell into the water. As he floated, his face was completely covered in red liquid, staining the water around him red. He was rushed to the hospital, and the doctors tried everything to save him, but he sadly passed. There's a video of the incident, but I cannot show it on TikTok due to their community guidelines. It's very disturbing. Stay safe, everyone.
I didn't even know it was possible for something like that to happen. This is so sad and deeply disturbing. Now this next case is really strange. And what makes it worse is that it could have been easily avoided. It's the Omar bin Omran incident, where he was taken for years and only discovered decades later.
In the early 1990s, during the turmoil of the Algerian Civil War, 19-year-old Omar bin Omran vanished without a trace. His family feared the worst, that he had been kidnapped or killed amidst the chaos of the conflict. For 27 years, Omar's loved ones lived with uncertainty and pain. Many believed he was gone forever. But his mother held on to one steadfast hope, that her son was still alive. "Please don't stop searching for Omar," she had said. Then, on May 12, 2024, a miracle. Omar was found alive, just 200 yards from his childhood home, hidden in a hay-covered cellar belonging to his neighbor. Almost 3 decades held captive in darkness. Omar emerged with a full beard and confusion, his world reduced to the tiny hole he had been kept in. He never called for help, reportedly convinced he was under a spell by his captor. The alleged kidnapper, a 61-year-old neighbor in Dorman, was arrested after attempting to flee. Sadly, Omar's mother passed away in 2013, never knowing her son was alive. But her hope never faded, a beacon that finally led to this incredible reunion.
Poor Omar. At least he was finally found and didn't die in the dark place where he was kept for so many years. Well, Peonies, that's our last case for today, so make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and as always, stay safe. See you soon.